Hello, it's Wednesday the 8th. It's a chilly old hump day today. It's -5 this morning. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So Sunak's been on. He announced a cabinet reshuffle that will provide, in his opinion, a more business-focused set of, in his opinion, ministerial talent. The aim, of course, is to help drive economic activity and growth. Perhaps he feels that the Bank of England needs a little bit more help from fiscal policy. Because where higher inflation has demanded a more dynamic role from the central bank, there are suggestions that Andrew Bailey and his team have failed to deliver against remit so far. There are even some views that cite the MPC as part of the problem rather than the solution we need. Nevertheless, it looks likely that the MPC will continue to tweak monetary policy at the next 2 or 3 meetings. Chances are they'll all have their fingers crossed that the public sector pay disputes can all be resolved without any inflation-busting pay awards adding too much embedded wage inflation to the current set of problems they face. Over in the US, Powell was on. He took part in a Q&A session yesterday where he raised a few eyebrows by referring to falling inflation as disinflation rather than deflation. I mean, he's had a shocker there, hasn't he? But let's give him the benefit of the doubt here and maybe just send him the link to Investopedia ahead of his next speech. But terminology slip-ups aside, he clearly believes that higher interest rates will be needed going forwards in the US, and that's no major surprise though, where the economy is still able to create over 500,000 new jobs in a single month when interest rates have already been raised close to 5%. That sets a pretty strong precedent for higher natural levels for interest rates going forwards, doesn't it? He did counsel against any overreaction to a single strong employment report. He reminded us of the risk that non-farm payrolls may have contained some technical anomalies. Get my teeth in. As such, the market needs to be patient, and the path forward will be heavily dependent on data. Sorry, my dog's rolling in fox poo. Data dependent to deliver a solid economic recovery. The market was a little confused by Powell's comments, and this was reflected in the dollar index. That rose to 104 but then dropped back to 103. Sterling also had a pretty volatile day. We dropped below 120 against the dollar and then rallied up to about 121. We opened this morning around 120.45 against the dollar. We're 112.30 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 107.30 this morning. That's it from me. Evidently, I'm going to have to take my dog off for a quick bath. Wish me luck.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.